welcome. Caroline, welcome. I want to say welcome everyone who is joining. As we start, I will make a simple prayer. Father, in the mighty name of Jesus, I want to say thank you for everyone whom you are going to allow to join this class to learn. I decree your uncommon favor upon their lives, and I pray that may you grant me the uncommon favor that when I speak, they will also understand. Grant me uncommon favor with them and grant them uncommon favor with me, so that as I explain it to them, they are able to catch it, hold it, and that nobody will ever take it away from them. Grant me your wisdom, grant me your power, grant me your authority, and grant me above all your patience. Give me uncommon knowledge that I will help to save them on the roads. In the mighty name of Jesus, I pray. Amen. Caroline, welcome on board. Ivan S, welcome. Caroline will say unuko hapa. So as we start, what do you understand? Is the first question I want to pose. When we mention vehicle lights, what comes to your mind? What comes to your mind when we talk about vehicle lights? When I mention vehicle lights, I just want to see on the comment section, what do you understand by vehicle lights? What is vehicle lights? What is vehicle lights? I want to see today. What do you understand by the term vehicle lights? Anybody on the comment section as we start? What is vehicle lights? What are vehicle lights? Ivan S, you say thank you for this section. As we begin to navigate through, what is vehicle lights? I want to understand from you, what is vehicle lights? What are vehicle lights? It's a bit hot, so I will remove it. What are vehicle lights? What are vehicle lights? I want to know, what are vehicle lights? From your understanding, what are vehicle lights? Fresh, you say automatic gear. Samuel, you say the different illuminating bulbs around the car. Interesting. Very good trial. Very good. We are more than 15. So what are vehicle lights? Waidhaka Mwangi, welcome. What are vehicle lights? Types of lights that we have on a vehicle. Very good. Vehicle lights, I like that. They knowing types of lights that we have on the vehicle. Okay, so what are vehicle lights? Lights which is shown on the dashboard. Vehicle lights, very good. I like that. Perception Kimutai. So what are vehicle lights as we kick off this beautiful session? Vehicle lights, any definition? Because at one point you come to realize each set of light means something different. Each set of light is used at different times. So what are vehicle lights? Vehicle lights, I want to know. Waridi, thank you, welcome. Vehicle lights, Elizabeth M, welcome. Types of lights that are found on a vehicle which are used to particular time to illustrate. Very good, Ivan S. Who is going to Google to bring us the answer from Google? Flourish Minds, welcome. Tindi, Big Boss. What are vehicle lights? Vehicle lights. These are lights that are attached. A vehicle light are different sets of lights that are attached to the vehicle specifically for communication. Vehicle lights are lights that are attached. Once they are attached, they become part of the vehicle. Vehicle lights are lights that are attached to the vehicle specifically. There are a set of lights that are attached to the vehicle specifically for communication. Have you ever wondered why lights in front of the vehicle are white and lights at the back of the vehicle are red, apart from the reverse light, which again turns out to be what color? White. White lights are at the front of the vehicle. Hello? Red lights are at the back, apart from the reverse light, which is also white. Are we together? So remember, in the definition, I am categorically clearly saying that vehicle lights are sets of lights that are attached to the vehicle specifically for communication. For communication. Now, why are the whites in front white and the one at the back reverse light is also white, when I am saying white lights are only at the front? Then all the red lights are at the back. Communication. Vehicle lights are a language that must be understood. They are a sign language. Remember, you want to speak with someone who is dumb and deaf. They cannot hear you. So people use, if I do this, what does this mean? On my audience, if I do this, what does this mean? Anybody who can see me, what does this mean? If I do this, what does this mean? Anybody there? On my audience, if I do this, what does this mean? Aus, you say it means love. I am not even speaking anything. Edwin Kimota, you say it means love. Nelson, you say this one means love. Okay, if I do this, what does this mean? Mr. Samuel, you say love. What does this mean? What does this mean? Apple, you say one love. Very good. But now, what does this mean? It means okay, says Waridi. What does this mean? It means okay, says Kimutai. Aus says okay. Ivan says it's okay. Mr. Samuel says it's okay. Apple, you say it's okay. Karo Gi, you say this means okay. Aha. And what of if I do this? If I do this, this is called a thumbs up, green light. It's okay, it's safe, you can do it. But if I do this, what does this mean? Not okay, says Waridi. Very good. When I do this, what does this mean? Not okay, says Os. Interesting. At least people you know. Lucita, welcome. Caro says nope. Apple, you say wrong, wrong, wrong. Now, just like we can communicate with attached part of the body. Remember I said vehicle lights are attached. Attached. Somebody sent me a heart me, thank you. If we say lights are parts, set of lights that are attached to the vehicle body, specifically for communication. The same way, the hand is attached to the human body and we can now use it to communicate. In this region, Odongo, you say dislike. In this region, this means something, this means something, this means something, this means something, this means something. So lights are a communication set attached to the vehicle. There is what we call the non-verbal. I speak, I am verbal. You can hear me because you listen to the frequency of sounds that come through my tongue, through the vocal cord, through the tongue. You can listen to what I'm saying. Vehicle lights serve a specific role: illumination and communication. So with that type of definition, you now realize that vehicle lights is a language. The same way we speak English, the same way we speak Swahili, the same way we speak Bantu, we speak Nilotes, language that has to be understood. It is a universal language. Lights are universal language in a vehicle. That if somebody blinks the indicator, you can clearly tell he wants to move this side. And if they blink the hazard lights, you are clearly able to tell, no, something is wrong somewhere. When you are driving and you see the brake lights, you can get the non-verbal communication that we are slowing down or coming to a stop. It is a language of communication, apart from illumination. Because at night it is dark, so we illuminate light into the darkness to be able to see. So, as we begin, how many sets of lights are there in a car? Question number 2. How many sets of light are there in the car? Let me see. Evan, you say you are liking the live. Thank you. Thank you guys for sharing the live. But now, how many set of lights do we have in the car? Ivan S, you say 8 sets. 8 sets says Waridi. Outlaws, you say sets are 8 sets of lights. Amazing, amazing, amazing. I don't want to ask about the bulbs. I'm asking the sets of light. Kurgat, you say 8. Today you say 8. The other time you told me 7 or 6. I know you did your research very good. And this time around you are very set for this class. You say they are 8. Aus, you say there are 7 sets. Can you help us name them? Can you help us to name them? Can you help us to name them? Blochistan. Your name is very difficult to pronounce. Otieng Raba. Last time you gave us how many sets of lights? 7. Today they are saying it is 8. Evan, you say indicators. Very good. So we have the indicators that can also be called the side lights. We have the headlights. We have the fog lights. Baruch, you say 9. How many are they? We have the hazard lights, fog lights. This is interesting. So let me start by everyone's answer to recognize you. Ivan S, you say indicators. Outlaws, you say indicator. Kurgat, you say headlights. Ivan, you say fog lights. Baruch, you say 9. Kurgat, you say hazards. Waridi, you say fog lights. Interesting. Apple, you say headlights. Again, brake lights from Caro. Waridi giving us another one. Beam lights, parking lights. Very interesting. On the slide, you clearly see I have tried to mention them. We have the first set is the headlights. Then we have high beam. Headlights are just low beam lights. Then we have high beam lights. Then we have the side lights. Oyugi, Karo gave us brake lights. And then we have interior lights. Very good career. Then we have side lights, we have fog lights, we have the hazard lights, the indicators, brake lights, and the DRL. So this is it. Number 1, we have the headlights. Number 2, headlights are just low beam lights. Are we together? Kurga, today we are on the exterior part of the car. We are on the exterior. We are not in the interior. I see reverse lights from the third. Kelvin MK. DRL is what my brother. Don't worry, we are coming to that. Are interior lights not bulbs? They are bulbs on the inside. So they come under dashboard lights and interior lights. We'll get to that. So headlights are just your normal low beam lights. Then number 2, we have the high beam, which is also the full. When you put it, people are like, hey, this guy is hurting, causing glare. Don't say it's burning your eyes. It's causing glare. Then number 3, we have side lights. Normally, in our full language, we call them parking lights. Then number 4, we have the fog lights. Number 5, we have the hazard lights. Number 6, we have your turning signals or indicators. Number 7, we have the brake lights. And number 8, we have the daytime running lights, the DRL. Someone has asked me here, what are DRL? I saw that question. So we will come into it. So remember, on the exterior, the vehicle has 8 sets of lights. Now, number 1, color will always be whitish. Number 2, color will always be whitish. Number 3, broken into 2. Front are white, rear are red. Number 4, front are yellow, probably coming close to white or halogen. Rear are red. Hazard lights, orange. Indicators, orange. Brake lights, red. Daytime running lights vary. Some are whitish, some are orangish, some are cream, but they are clearly seen even in the event that there is sunshine. So now, straight into it. Headlights, which are also known as the low beam. The diagram tries to show how they look like. Halogen in color. This is halogen in color. Normal. So when to use your headlights or your low beam lights? Number 1, from dusk to dawn. If you are in a car that does not have fog lights, and there is fog, and there is rain, or there is snow, turn on your low beam lights. Turn on your low beam lights if you don't have fog lights. Why? They help your visibility. Any place where, even in the dust, any place where your visibility is going down, turn on your low beam lights. Are we together? So what is there? Is there a legal requirement for headlights or low beam? It is mandatory that after sunset or before sunrise, in many countries, it has to be used. If you don't use it, you might be charged. So why do we advise that in the rain, in the fog, in the snow, when you don't have fog lights, you can use your low beam because it ranges from 40 meters to 60 meters. In other vehicles, you can set it until it falls only to 20 meters so that you don't shine. When you put it, it falls. It does not go up glaring. It falls down to show you the road where you are going. That is called the low beam lights. Is there anybody who has a question on the low beam lights? Is there any person who has a question with low beam lights? Remember, the front lights are white to show that the vehicle is coming. The red back at the back is red to mean the vehicle is going. So when you put reverse light, it is white, meaning the direction of movement. It is moving towards the back. So remember when to use it: when there is darkness, when there is rain, when there is fog or snow. Sometimes it is day, but you are going into a longer tunnel. Turn them on so that people will see you. Owuor, thank you for the heart me. People will see you. You become visible. I am visible because you can clearly see stripes on my jacket. If they are not there, you don't see them. So I get into a dark place, you cannot see me. But if I get into a dark place, you are able to see me because of the stripes. Now, I want to move to the supportive light, of the headlight. Now, if we have a low beam, there is a set called the high beam. So I want to move to the part of the high beam. Even from this, look at the low beam. The light is dull. You see, it's some halogen yellow-like dull color, but you can clearly see it. But when we come to high beam, even the color of the slide changes. You see some white-blue authoritativeness. Strength comes in. So high beam clearly means we want to see much more further. Number one, low beam between 20 to 60 or 40 to 60, it falls. But in high beam, it goes up. So if you are using high beam, it only shines up so that you can be able to see far. By the way, if your low beam bulbs are not functional and you put on your high beam, there's nothing you'll see on the road because the high beam are to reflect up, whereas the low beam reflect down. So if you want to see the road 100 meters, you put your high beam. But remember, at that time, low beam is also there to show you 40 to 60 meters, and then high beam adds another 40 because 60 plus 40 is 100. Are we together? So you can clearly see that when the slide changes, low beam, it looks dull but visible. But now when we move into full beam, even the visuals, you realize like, you feel some sharpness. It is now not just warm, some sharpness. Waridi says, I learned something new. I always thought I could use high beam without the low beam. You can use the low beam alone. A low beam is a standalone light. But for you to use the high beam, it is a supportive. It increases the brightness and a slightly longer length. Slightly longer length. You can see the blue, the richness, the authority that it has. Beam angle, low, down. High, straight and up. So if you are driving and you put on your high beam, you will see the trees clearly. The trees, the plantation, the building, the billboards. But if you put low beam, you'll see the road. So low beam works alone, but high beam must depend on the low beam. It can never work. So now, rules for the high beam. You can use it on rural roads with no approaching vehicles because the light goes up. So that is what we say kuchoma, causing glare, blinding other drivers completely because the high beam does not go down, it goes right up. Switching it. Once you switch onto the low beam, push it to the front. There is no switch that you switch on. So it normally parking, fog lights, low beam, then full lights. No. Once it is at low beam, you push it forward, high beam comes. You pull it back, high beam goes. But if it is at the normal place and you flash it, you hold it towards you, you can flash high beams. The only time you can flash high beams is when you're flashing other people, but at the same time, it cannot work alone. It has to come with the low beam. Use it in number 2, very dark conditions for where illumination is very essential. It is in the middle of the night. You can only drive as much as your vehicle lights can show you. If your vehicle lights can only show you 20 meters, you can only drive slow. So a lot of people, when they are driving in dark places, they put it high beam so that they can be able to see maybe 100 to 150 meters because they want to drive fast. Number 1, it is not advisable to drive at night. Driving at night is a set of skill that is trained, learned, mastered over a period of time. You don't just wake up and then you start going, oh, I love driving at night because, I am alone on the road. There is a lot of blind driving at night. What is blind driving? Because we are now mentioning the lights. What is blind driving? Because we are now mentioning driving at night. Blind driving is driving with uncertainty. Have you ever driven, then you saw the vehicle in front of you took a lot of brakes and you are like, I also need to brake, but when you come to that region, there is no need for brakes. You say no traffic at night and you want to drive fast and then your eye test, you didn't do eye test, so you don't know how far you can go or how less you can go. You start fumbling around. Headlights flash code. Some people use it to communicate. We will get to there. But believe me, there is no international standard that if somebody flashes light for you, they mean this. That one now only comes with your, how do we call it? Demographics, with your way of life. Like if somebody flashes you at a junction, then you flash, you are allowing them to, there's no language in flashing lights, okay? So we have discussed about low beam lights. And then now we have discussed high beam lights. So now I want to go to the third set of lights, which is called the parking lights, the side lights. Just from the slide, you now see it is a bit dull, but at least you can see me. Parking lights are not fog lights. Most people confuse parking lights with, there are always those very small bumps, lights, just to show that there is a vehicle put there. If you are parking on the side of the road and your parking lights are okay, you don't need to put on your fog lights. You don't need to put on your hazard lights. Why? Because you are on parking mode. Look at this. Look at this. I really tried while I was making this. Low beam shows some dullness, but you can see. High beam has the highest. In fact, when the slide changes, you just feel like, wow, there is a shift. And now, parking lights. Again, we are dull, but at least there is some small light to show that, yeah, we are here. We are just on the beside the road. We are just here, maybe for a short time. So this is called parking light. Purpose: just to make your vehicle visible to other road users without full headlight illumination. Owuor, you are saying that we should avoid using our high beam light when there is another vehicle in front of us or when there is oncoming, because we are causing them glare and you don't know the strength of their eye. Now, we are on the side lights, the parking lights. The purpose of parking lights is just to let people know we are there, but we don't want to cause glare. We don't want to hurt anybody's eyes. So we are just here. Accept us and let us just be. Just acknowledge we are here. So on the front, we normally have the small white. At the back, we have some small faint. They are not strong, by the way. They are faint. At the back, they are red. So that is why on the slide, I have two sets. The white one is just for the front, and the red ones are for the back. Any question on high beam, low beam, and parking lights? And then I will continue. Now, when to use your parking lights or your side lights? When you are parked on the road at night, unlit. You don't want to use your headlights, just put on your parking lights. At dawn, at dusk, transition. Or even when it is raining and you're struggling to see, you don't know how to set your defroster, you don't know how to set your lights, just park and put them on. People will see you and they will know, okay, as I drive, there is a vehicle there. Important limitation: side lights do not illuminate the road. The parking lights do not glare. They do not show you anything on the road. They are only for you, like you say, park lights to show you are present on the road for visit or at the side of the road. Don't use parking lights on the road. You are parked. That is when you put on the parking lights. Outside the road, on the road shoulder. It's a dangerous place. You need people to know you are there. Put on your parking lights. When you decide to drive, then now switch on to your low beam or headlights. Are we together? So parking lights are also called side lights. Any question before we continue to fog lights? Now it's going to get interesting. Any question before we go into the fog lights? I have handled headlights, which is the low beam, full beam, and parking lights. I see Waridi says it is really annoying when someone illuminates you with high beam and they are behind you and you don't know what to do. You don't know how to change your rear view so that it becomes to night mode. A lot of people don't know that. It gets irritating. So always switch on back to low beam when driving in the dark. Side lights are for visibility only, not for illuminating your path. So I have handled 3. I am going to the 4th light. The fog lights. Fog lights. People have vehicles with fog lights, but they don't know how to turn on the fog lights. People don't know how to turn on the fog lights. Whoo, this will need a video, but I've made a video on my For You page If you go through my videos, you'll meet it there. So fog lights, as the name suggests, should be used in fog. Fog lights should be used in dust. Fog lights should be used in the rain. Bad visibility. They say visibility, in bad visibility. Visibility. Low visibility. Bad visibility. In the smoke. In the dust. In the fog. In the mist. In the rain. Use your fog light. So in the fog, we have two sets, the front fog lights and the rear fog lights. So where are they found? Mounted low beneath the fog. They are on the lowest parts of the bumper. Why? Fog are crystal-like. So when you shine your light on the fog, it reflects, it deflates. You see, like when you shoot a ball and it hits something, it's deflected. So fog lights are put down. Mostly they are yellow. Wide angle. Yellow, wide angle, and in most cases, they are halogen. If you decide to use a white one in fog, I see a lot of people putting on these new bulbs that are white. White lights will never show you anything in the fog. Even if you eliminate your high beam, you will see only white. You see nothing. That is why the engineers are very smart. They make it yellow so that you can see. But remember, fog lights cannot work alone. Fog lights has to work with parking lights. The same way high beam cannot work without low beam. Fog lights cannot work without parking lights. It will never happen. So most of them are yellow or white, but I advise you, don't use white. I nowadays see some people using blue. Blue is whitish, so just use the yellow, the original halogen. It penetrates through the fog. Owuor says the white light will reflect back to you. Yeah, as I said earlier, you will see nothing. So maintain the yellow halogen bulbs. They are very good. Used when only visibility drops to less than 100 meters. They are effective in the dust, in the Middle East or in the desert. They are effective in the snow. They are effective in the heavy rain, wind, when the visibility is low. Sometimes you want to drive in the night, your low beams are not strong. Add your fog lights. Instead of your high beam, add your fog lights. You get a wide. You remember it says wide range. So it gives you not a parallel, but a more of a funnel-like. You can see the edge of the road to the other edge of the road clearly. Now, the rear fog lights. They are bright red at the rear of the vehicle, so that bright red, so that whoever comes from far can see you. They are not brake lights. They are just bright red. So you see on the diagram here, I have given you halogen and red. The red makes you visible from behind. The red makes you visible from behind. We can clearly see you are going. And remember, when I'm mentioning fog lights, I'm not mentioning hazard lights. When we go down further, we are going to see what the hazard lights do. So now, make you visible. They are bright red in color, very conspicuous. They are different from the brake lights. In vehicles, that are European standard, it is a must. You have the fog light at the front and the fog light at the back. Now, misuse warning. When you are in some countries, because I'm giving you the global standards, remember I told you I train in a globe around the world. So before I train lights in a specific region, I go into this to check. There are countries that if you use fog lights in clear conditions, you will be arrested. Why? Because now the vehicle has what we call daytime running lights. So remember, in some vehicles, the fog light has to be switched twice. The first set is for the front, and then if you push it further, it activates the rear fog lights. But I always advise that when you use them both, so that when somebody comes from behind, they see you, and somebody coming from the front will see you, and they illuminate down beneath the fog. They penetrate the fog under, so it is easier for you to see. The bone of contention. Hazard means danger. Hazard means danger. Hey, the most misused light in the vehicle history, the hazard lights. I start with this caution. Carol, you are laughing. The most misused light in the set of vehicles is the hazard lights. When people are going for marriage, hazard lights. Burial, hazard lights. When you park wrong and you want to justify yourself, hazard lights. When it is raining, hazard lights. It is windy, hazard. You cannot see well at night because you don't know how to switch your lights, hazard lights. Oh my goodness. It's annoying, says Caro. It's very much annoying. People don't know how to use matanga, sherehe. Sometimes you want to wave to your friends, hazard lights. My people perish for lack of knowledge. But today, I am disseminating the knowledge to you. Hazard lights is equal stationary emergencies only. You have an emergency, you are stopping, put the hazard lights. Vitalis, you say giving thanks to someone who has given you way. Yeah, it's a common practice, but it is not standard. Humble, thank you for the gift. Thank you very much for the gift. When you give me these gifts, I accumulate them and buy orphan children books with them. So thank you for remembering, Humble Girl, for remembering the orphans, because April is here. So now, never use your hazard light while you are in motion. When to use your hazard light versus when not to use your hazard light. When your vehicle is broken down, you can use your hazard lights. When you are being towed, someone is pulling you, you can use your hazard light. You are coming, the traffic light has turned red, and people are braking. Put on your hazard light as you press your brakes, because you are coming to a stop. Thank you very much, Humble Girl. Emergency stop is required. Use your hazard light. You are stationary in a dangerous spot. Use your hazard light. Stationary, not moving. Let me drink my water. You want to warn other drivers of impending danger at the front, and you are stopping. I see a lot of people use hazard lights for almost a kilometer because it's raining. I'm like, why? Oh, this guy wants to stop. So I keep on braking because they want to stop. They are still continuing. You keep wondering, where did these people learn how to drive? Now, when you are not supposed to use your hazard light, when you are driving in the rain, use your fog lights. Waridi, you are saying you have encountered such drivers. And you keep braking, you're wondering, why are they not going off the road? And you travel with them for 12 to 15 kilometers. When you are driving in the rain, please do not use hazard lights. Use your low beam, use your fog lights. Use your low beam or use your fog lights. When you are driving slow in traffic, please stop using your hazard lights. Just stop. Stop using your hazard lights when you are in slow traffic. You want to indicate your parking. You're still using your hazard lights. Don't! When you are driving in a convoy, whether it is for Urashio, whether it is for wedding, whether it is for politicians, whether it is for burial, funeral, whichever, do not use your hazard lights. In fact, in convoys, use low beam or your fog lights. You know, in convoy, you need to see the vehicle in front of you. So use your fog lights. They see you and you see the people in front of you. I'm here now, Coach, though I'm getting on the road. Thank you very much, Coach Sarah. Coach Sarah is one of the Kenya's best public speaker trainers moving around the globe. So it is such an honor to have you here today. And it is based on her question about vehicle lights, and then I received a lot of inboxes that I decided to release this now. So guys, only when your vehicle has broken down, when someone is towing you or you are towing them, when there is an emergency stop that is required, stationary in a dangerous spot, or you want to warn drivers ahead. You know, sometimes you wonder, our matatu guys, from Limuru to Nakuru on hazard lights, and still they're indicating. And listen, when you are using your hazard lights, your indicators will not work. In countries like Dubai, the Middle East, if you are using the hazard lights and you are caught, you pay a heavy fine. You pay a very heavy fine, and it is so costly. So today, as we continue, we have captured low beam, what it means, when to use it. High beam, what it does, the range it covers, and when to use it. Please stop using your high beam when people are in front of you. You are causing them glare. You are hurting them from behind. And a lot of them don't know how to set the mirror. Are we together? Then from there, we have talked about parking lights, in which the European people call it side lights. Then now we have gone into fog lights. And we are coming to the conclusion of hazard lights. And I can see very funny comments here. People are crying for our matatu drivers, public service vehicle. They are using the hazard lights, they are changing lines, and they are doing funny stuff. You get to wonder, why are they doing that? And then now, from the hazard lights, we want to come to the turn signals. The indicator. The indicators are the most interesting part ever. The indicator shows the intention of the driver. Turning left or right, indicate early. You want to change lane, use your indicator. You want to overtake, use your indicator. You want to exit a roundabout, a junction, use your indicator. You want to go into a parking lot, use your indicator. So imagine somebody is on hazard lights and they want to go into the parking lot. Oh my goodness. My people perish for lack of knowledge. Now, when you are in Kenya, the indicator, we keep left. So you want to overtake, you indicate right. If the vehicle in front of you indicates right, he is communicating. It's not clear. There is no clearance. What I see that you don't see can hurt you. Are we together? If you are in Qatar, you want to indicate left, and the vehicle in front of you indicates left, it means please hold on, wait, don't go. Whatever I am seeing you cannot see. It can catch up with you. It will catch up with you. If you are in Kenya, you indicate right, and the vehicle in front of you indicates left. The driver clearly means ahead of me is safe. You can overtake safely if you are ready to. If you are in the Gulf region or any country that keeps right, you indicate left and the driver indicates right, the driver in front of you, it means it is safe. There is green light. It is safe to pass. I care about you. I allow you to safely pass, safely drive through. When you are exiting a roundabout, indicate to let people know where you intend to go. The golden rule remains clear and simple. Indicate before you act. Some of you act and then you want to indicate. Blink it 4 times, 5 times. Then we go. Don't bring your vehicle. Then you indicate. You did not give me. You want to overtake me. You did not give me time to check if it is safe so that I alert you. This is a language. Please, I need a glass of water. The same way you go to the hotel and you say, waiter, a glass of milk. And then they say, okay, just a few minutes we bring it. And you patiently wait. The same on the road. Indicate 4, 5, let them know, then wait. If it is clear, a good driver will give you clearance. If it's not, they will indicate and tell you, wait a little bit. It is not safe. So please use your indicators when you want to change lanes, when you want to turn left or right, when you are overtaking. You want to change lane? Mirror, signal, blind spot, check. Indicate, check your mirrors. Check your mirrors, indicate. Check your blind spot with the indicator on. Then move smoothly. And then now I come to the brake lights. Brake lights are red. Red means stop. We are stopping. We are stopping. Yeah, there are drivers who are going to indicate. Actually, when you are there, they are halfway the turn. Yeah, It depends with the school, but you know, road safety is different from driving school. So I have a lot of work to do, but I cannot do it alone. Aniji, I have seen you. It was a pleasure to meet you yesterday. Aniji, welcome. I cannot do it alone. If I give you this message for free, imagine people pay up to 40,000 Kenya shillings, up to 1,300 reals to just get this information that I have a burden to give for free. So how does the brake light work? Activated automatically when you press the brake pedal. Just by touching the brake pedal, the brake lights come. Do you remember? I want you to try this. Just touch, don't brake. Just touch the brake pedal. The light works. To give you notice that you don't need to stop immediately. Just by touching the brake pedal, slightly pushing, the brake lights come on. Thank you. You say, I know these courses are extremely expensive. And sometimes when I plan to give this, I receive phone calls from people, institutions. They're like, don't give it for free. For me, the Lord downloaded the message for free and I will give you for free. There are days when you will come to pay for it, but for now, we give it for free so that the Lord will be glorified. Now, when you step on your brakes, the brake lights go on. Start touching the brakes. Even if you are driving, just touch the brakes. The vehicle still moves at 80. It does not stop. But the brake lights are on to tell the person, prepare. Prepare. You touch the brakes, you tell the last person, prepare. The person behind you, prepare. And then what are they supposed to do? Once they see your brake light, they should also prepare to create a bigger space, because they don't know what amount of space you have in the front. They only see the amount of space they have between you and them, between their car and your car, between your truck and their. So at 60, you need like 36 meters. So the brake lights warn the drivers and give them time to react. So that is why you don't press the brakes and the vehicle stops immediately. No, you touch the brake pedal, the lights go on. When the lights go on, then you prepare others. Are we together? Once you have prepared them, now they react and also play with it. Most vehicles only have two, but the third one, you can install it. The third one is also very good, because somebody might think yours are rear lights, and when they see the third one, then they are now sure, oh, it's brake. So please check your brake lights regularly. A faulty bulb is very, very dangerous. Then somebody asked me on the 8th light, as we come towards the end, the 8th light is the DRL, daytime running lights. The daytime running lights are very unique. They are always just a strip. They are white or amber. When the engine is started, they start. Why is it a European standard? Because the color of the car that you drive. Have you ever wondered why a lot of NGOs and government vehicles are white? It is easier to see a white car in any weather condition. It is hard to see a black car, a navy blue car, a maroon car, a silver car. These funny colors that we like, it's very hard to see them when there is sunshine. And that is why the daytime running lights were invented. In most cases, daytime running lights is only seen in the front. But when they pass you, you can also see some stripes. Or some are just round, but they are very sharp. They cannot illuminate, but they are very sharp. It is a mandatory requirement since the European Union 2011. It has actually helped reduce accidents during the day. It is not a substitute for headlights. That is much I can say about the daytime running lights. Now, communicating with lights. Remember we said it's a highway language. It's a highway language. If somebody flashes a headlight, it has no meaning. Like one head flash. It has no meaning. Two head flashes. It has no meaning. Sustained head flash could be a warning. Could be. But it has no meaning. I know Karo G at a personal level, so I see her car. And I'm flashing lights, just say, hey, I'm seeing you here. You know, it's been long. Flashing lights. And then she flashes back to acknowledge. That is in the demographic life of lives where I come from. But sometimes when you are going to overtake your flashing lights, they mean no standard language. But the context could be when somebody flashes once, they are giving you way. There is no standard meaning. But the right indicator from the car ahead, if you are in a left-keeping country, it could mean overtake, it could mean do not overtake, depending with which country you are in. Hazard lights, emergency stop. Some of you say hazard lights brief could be thank you. I don't know. Left indicator sometimes or right indicator depending on whether you are means do not overtake. So I had explained that one. Overtaking clearance. Using lights to communicate before during the overtaking. If you are in a left keeping country, indicate right. If you are in a right keeping country, indicate left. If they indicate right, it is safe. If you are in a left keeping country, you indicate right, they indicate right, not safe. I've already explained this, so I'll not go deeper into it. If you are in a left keeping country, check the indicator of the vehicle in front of you. If you are in a right keeping country, check. If you are indicating the same side, let me make it easier. If you indicate and they indicate, don't. If you indicate left, they indicate right, safe. If you indicate right and they indicate left, safe. If you indicate and they indicate the same side, do not pass. It is not safe. If you indicate and I'm in front of you, I indicate the opposite, it is safe to pass. Now, as we come towards the close, quick reference on all the 8 lights. If you want to screenshot, you can screenshot. Headlights are white. High beam are bright white. Side lights are dim white, dull white. Fog lights in front are yellow or white, but at the back, red. Hazard lights are amber, but nowadays I see red. Indicators, amber, meaning yellowish. Brake lights, red. DRL, white or amber. You can use your headlights, which are white or halogen yellow, at night, in the rain, in the fog, and in the tunnel. But when there is blinding oncoming traffic, do not use it. You can use your high beam on dark rural roads and when there is no oncoming traffic. Do not use in urban areas or where there is traffic. Are we together? Hello? People are now asleep. People are now asleep. Can I see how many are still with me? Before I go to number 4, can I see how many are still with me? People are sleeping in a very expensive class where they have to pay almost 40,000 Kenyan shillings or one. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh, I should not be training you people because many of you are now asleep. We are on the second last slide, but many people are now asleep. Oh my goodness. The reason you people don't want to pay a fee because you pay and you go and sleep in class. And then you get the certificate, but when you come out, you cannot even explain. Arinda from Uganda, welcome. So now we are on the fog lights. They are either, thank you very much, Black Salt. Thank you very much. The gifts you give me, I use them to buy orphans books at the beginning of each and every term. The fog lights, they could be yellow, they could be white. When do we need to use them? When there is fog, heavy rain, there is snow, and the visibility drops to 100 meters. Odoro nasema sijalala. Dubai, UAE, Black Sheep. Thank you very much for joining. Do not use when the weather is clear. Fog lights. Do not use them when your weather is clear. It is illegal in some countries. Hazard lights. They are all orange or amber. Only when it is stationary. Do not use in any situation when your vehicle is moving unless somebody is towing you. We talked about it. Indicators, they are amber, one side, either left or right. Turning when you are doing lane change and overtaking. And please stop indicating right and you are going left. The things I see on the road. Somebody confidently indicates left and they are going confidently right. Hi, my goodness. Oh, my Lord. Your people perish for lack of knowledge. Brake lights are red. Automatic every time you brake. Please check your bulbs frequently. Then we have what we call the daytime running lights. Just don't confuse them with the normal lights. Your vehicle light is your voice on the road. Please use them wisely and correctly. At night, headlights must be on. There is no exception. Hazard lights must only be used when the vehicle is in impending danger and stationary. Signal early, clearly. Don't indicate as you turn. Indicate, allow them. The same way you go to an hotel, you sit down, you make your order and wait, then the order comes and you enjoy. Indicate, make your order, give them a time, then execute. Then execute. My name is Owuor Otet. And today we have been able to handle vehicle lights. What does it mean when overtaking and the one in front of you puts on hazard lights? It means probably there is impending danger. They intend to stop. If you continue in your motion, you will hit them. So check if they put the hazard lights, are their brake lights on? But in my home country in Kenya, nobody cares whether your brake lights are working or not. They don't know it is a language. They don't know. So if you intend to overtake and you see somebody put hazard lights, slow down. Create as much space as you can until you are certain that now I can go. At some point